Let's start with the sparkle. That fleeting moment when a polished diamond catches the light. In that split second, time seems to stop. It's a cold beauty, a silent beauty, but it possesses a primal power, a pull that has driven men to madness for centuries. And in Antwerp, Belgium, this seduction isn't just a feeling, it's the very air they breathe. Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world. Here, in a square-mile district, 80% of the planet's rough diamonds pass through quiet hands. Beneath these cobblestone streets, behind the gray, unassuming facades, lies wealth beyond the reach of kings. But in February 2003, this silent world was shaken, not by an explosion, not by a gunshot, but by something far more terrifying: genius. This is the story of the heist of the century. The world didn't ask, how much did they take, even though the haul was worth over $100 million. The real question was, how? How do you break into a place designed to be impenetrable? The story doesn't start with masks or sledgehammers. It starts with a smile. Leonardo Notarbartolo. He didn't look like a bank robber. He was an elegant Italian, charming, dressed in bespoke suits, speaking with the calm confidence of a man who belonged. For 2 years before the heist, Leonardo didn't break into the Diamond Center. He moved in. He rented an office. He became a diamond dealer. He drank espresso with the guards, shared jokes with the staff, and became a ghost in plain sight. But behind that charming smile, his eyes were recording everything. Every camera's blind spot, every guard's routine, every magnetic sensor. He was building a mental map of the impossible. The impossible lived 2 floors underground, the vault. Imagine it. The air is heavy, still. You're standing before a steel door that weighs tons, but the door was the least of their problems. The vault was protected by 10 layers of high-tech defense. It wasn't just a lock, it was a mechanical beast. Heat sensors that could detect a human body, Doppler radar that caught the slightest breath, magnetic fields on the doors, seismic sensors that felt the vibration of a footfall. It was a fortress designed for one thing: to keep the world out. Experts said the only way in was to be a ghost. On a cold weekend in February, Leonardo's crew, the School of Turin, decided to become those ghosts. What happened that night wasn't a robbery, it was a performance, a silent symphony of criminal efficiency. They didn't use force, they used simple, devastating logic. How do you blind a sophisticated heat sensor? A can of hairspray. One mist, and the electronic eye is blinded. How do you bypass a magnetic field? A custom-engineered aluminum shield, placed with surgical precision. Layer by layer, they stripped the beast of its senses. They entered the vault. 109 safety deposit boxes stared back at them. For hours, in that tomb-like silence, they were kings. They filled bags with stones, gold, and the stolen dreams of others. And they left just as they came. No alarms, no traces. When the guards opened the vault on Monday morning, they didn't find chaos. They found the aftermath of a master at work. The floor was littered with diamonds they couldn't even fit in their bags. It was a statement. We took enough. It was the perfect crime, or so it seemed. But here lies the irony of human nature. No matter how high we fly, we are tethered to our own flaws. After 2 years of meticulous planning, everything collapsed because of a single moment of human panic. On a dark highway outside Antwerp, a member of the crew known as Speedy suffered a nervous breakdown. He was supposed to burn the evidence. Instead, in a moment of frantic weakness, he tossed a black trash bag into a nearby forest. A simple trash bag, containing half-eaten sandwiches, bank maps, and a tiny receipt for a salami sandwich. That receipt, that worthless scrap of paper, was the thread that the detectives pulled. A thread that led from a lonely forest straight to Leonardo Notarbartolo's front door. The police couldn't believe it. How could the mind that beat the world's best security fall because of a sandwich? The mastermind was caught. He went to prison. But the story doesn't end there, because the diamonds, they vanished. Over $100 million in gems evaporated into thin air. They have never been recovered. To this day, Notarbartolo claims the heist was part of a bigger game, an insurance fraud orchestrated by the dealers themselves. He claims they only found a fraction of what was reported missing. Where is the truth? Maybe it's buried in that forest, or maybe it's been cut, polished, and sold in the world's markets. Today, when you walk through Antwerp and look at the glittering displays, you have to wonder, are some of those stones the ones that vanished that night? The Antwerp heist remains a haunting reminder that perfection is an illusion, and that the brilliance of a diamond is, in the end, just a reflection of our own deepest and darkest desires.